Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Banter Bros podcast. As always, I'm Minnie,
And I'm Damien.
and we're the Banter Bros. We sort of missed an episode. We tried to record an episode, but it was started to storm and stuff, and it was messing with the audio a little bit. So, waited a little bit. This episode's going to come out a little late, and I'm not going to be in town for this next coming up episode, so we're going to skip a week until I get back, and then we're going to go back to regularly, scheduled programming. But yeah, we're the Banter Bros. For any new people who are just, this is your first episode you're listening to, first off, why is this your first episode? This is like episode 12, 13. I don't, But this is your first episode. To explain the way things work around here, I and Damien, we each take turns hosting each week. Each week is a new topic chosen by said host. This week I am the host, so I choose the topic. Next week it'll be Damien, and he chooses the topic. And the topic could be anything we want it to be. So we discuss anything and everything, a wide variety of ideas, and yeah, that's basically it. And if y'all have any ideas for us, please comment. Let us know if y'all want us to talk about anything in particular. So the way we start these episodes is we just talk about our week, our month, anything new that's been going on. So Damien, how's it going? Anything new? Any new events going on in your life right now?
Not really. Like nothing really crazy, but like all the shit from work, There's a buddy of mine that he said he was listening to us that works with us. He made a joke at first, like saying something to me, and I was like confused, like, what do you mean? And then he was like, I was listening to you, and I was like, oh. And then he told me I had a voice for it, and I was like, I didn't know if he was fucking with me or not, but like he said I have a good voice for this, and I was like, he said I should go pro, and I was like, well, I'm trying, like that's what I'm doing. But yeah, like I mean that's pretty much it. I mean, just glad to hear someone that I've told about us is actually listening to us. But hell yeah, like it's just
Same old
work. I'm a dad, do my thing,
Yeah.
Easy.
I mean, that's basically the same for me. Same old. I mean, I'm going to North Carolina this weekend. I'm pretty sure I've talked about this every episode that I've known about it. But yeah, I'm going to North Carolina this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going with my brother and his girlfriend, and I'm pretty sure my sister and my younger brother are going as well. And my mom, I guess she just decided to go today, which is cool.
Yeah.
But going with all them. Going to North Carolina, gonna see some family out there that I haven't seen in a long time.
I was just thinking, bro, your mom is short as hell. Like, in high school, you were taller than your mom, weren't you?
My mom is 4'11", so yes, I was in high school I was taller than my mom.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, like,
my mom was short, yes, very short.
Yeah, so now like you're taller now. That's gonna be like you're gonna see your mom at an even lower angle. Like, that's crazy. Like I've only just recently like been taller than my mom and stuff like that. Like in high school, I wasn't as tall. I was almost as tall as my mom. And then like after I got out of high school, I really like, got 6 foot, and now I'm taller than my mom. But I've never had to like look down. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, women, they just aren't.
Yeah,
don't usually grow as tall as men. I mean, I'm not. Technically, I'm average height, but because I'm surrounded by giants, it seems like I'm, such a short buck.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Boy.
Kind of. It's just, I sort of surrounded myself with giant people who are all like 6 foot or like very close to it.
You're small and you get cold. You need heaters,
Yeah, I just get cold. I don't know why that is. I like the heat. I like heat.
Right.
I like being warm. I don't like being cold.
I know. I rather freeze to death.
Yeah, because you're a fat buck.
Yeah. I don't want to be sweating when I'm going out. Like, I'd rather be like, at least I'm 64 degrees now.
I can get that, but my house that I stay in they keep it cold
I
as
know.
hell, and none of them are fat fucks.
I know.
It's like,
Amanda, she's got all her problems and everything. She just likes it being cold, and she's like, I pay for it.
which doesn't,
cold.
which honestly, she has all these problems with her back and stuff like that. Heat would help more with that than cold. Help relax her muscles and everything more, especially
know.
after she gets off of work.
You keep it cold like a hospital, bro. She used to be in a hospital, I guess. I don't know. Like
But
it's always been cold. It's always been cold, man.
yeah, I'm excited to go to this North Carolina trip. It's gonna be a lot of fun. My vacation officially started today, which is nice. But yeah, that's basically it. I recently got Sparking Zero. Started playing that. It's been a lot of fun. And also I got Dragon's Dogma 2. Dragon's Dogma 2,
I
dude.
don't even know what that is.
Dude. I played Dragon's Dogma, the first game, and it's right like in my wheelhouse. It's a RPG game, but it's not like your classic RPG where you like scale your excuse me.
Oh.
Choked on air there. It's not like your regular RPG where you like upgrade your stats and stuff like that. Like every time you level up, you get certain stat upgrades, but you don't get to choose and like build your character yourself.
Right.
You choose a vocation, and that vocation, like archer, thief, warrior, and mage, and then you have other vocations you can unlock by progressing through the story, meeting other people and stuff like that, and you can unlock those other vocations, which are like a combination of the other vocations, or just like sorcerer is just a upgraded version of mage they're more of an attack powerhouse, and the mage is more of like support. They heal and they can buff, like they can attack too,
Yeah.
but the sorcerer, they have more of attack spells, and then there's an upgrade to the warrior, which it's sword and shield, and then it's like warrior, like two-handed warrior basically, and they are a huge damage dealer, and they can like knock down like giant like cyclopses and shit like that.
Yeah.
But it's a really fun game. They take out all the what most people think of as the boring aspects of RPGs, which is like building up your character, like trying to figure out how you want to build your character with the stats and stuff like that, trying to max min and all that shit. It takes all that away and basically just leaves it down to what do you want to be, level that up, get your abilities, get your skills, build your character how you want to, and combat and shit. And it's a very fun game.
Right.
It's very fun. It's one of the best RPGs like around. Dragon's Dogma is like a really well known like RPG. A lot of people really loved and enjoyed playing that.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I've been playing that a lot. But yeah, other than that, nothing really. Nothing really. Work, and more work.
Yeah. I'm there.
But just to get into this, today's topic. Today I have a fun topic planned. It's about us. About our, our past. Our dark history.
Yeah.
Basically, this episode, the topic that I had in mind was I'm still trying to figure out like a name for it, but like the dumb of high school, or stupid high school decisions, or something like that. But it doesn't have to be relegated to just high school. I don't want to focus on anything like before high school, like childhood stuff, because I mean that's just it's not going to be as, I guess, funny or stupid or fun as
Right.
high school and like right after high school. So basically, like I'm focusing like from freshman year to like a year or two after graduation, like stories, fun times, bad times, stupid things we've done, those all of that stuff. We're just gonna basically like a story time of
Right.
fun dumb things we did in high school. And I'd like to preface this with anything we share, okay, do not do what we do, and do not obviously
Yeah.
we're not going to tell like the crazy stories, but it's going to be
What happened? Some of the stuff that happened. We're gonna be there. A lot of it was supervised. We had some adults there sometimes.
sometimes
Sometimes,
yeah,
not
but
always.
But I want to go ahead and open the floor to you, because I mean I have a couple of stories, a couple of fun ones, and obviously we can tell them together because we hung out a lot. Then
Oh, yeah.
most of our stories are of us together. But I'm gonna go ahead and open the floor to you and let you start with whatever you want to start with.
Oh yeah, I've been waiting to tell this story, and I got it down. I know exactly how this story went. I've really thunken on all of it. Okay, I was sitting there, steam rolling out of my ears and everything, trying to remember everything. But I remember the first night that you like started drinking with us, like. Like we gave you a beer and you were like holding onto that beer all night. You were small, so
First time drinking, and I was like, what, 5'2"?
Oh yeah,
115 pounds soaking wet.
not even.
I wasn't
Carrying
working,
books.
I wasn't working out then.
You were carrying. That was you carrying a backpack.
Yeah, and that was my backpack was the heaviest backpack in that entire school.
You look like a traveler, like one of the, or like any what merchant person. Like, they were just carrying a big old bag, like I got anything you need.
I read a lot of books.
I got books of spells. But yeah, no. That night, I remember. It was me, you, Bassford, and Christian, and we were all just chilling out there at the house, drinking and everything like that. We started playing airsoft like we usually do, like pretty much every night, and even weekends we were playing airsoft almost. Like you couldn't come like every night, but me and
Chris during the week, but on the weekends I could come.
Yeah, me and Christian.
I was allowed to.
Me and Christian were just like 1v1 and like a lot. I'm ass, but it would be fun, But yeah, definitely that fucking. After you got that first beer, you were like still only halfway through it. You were going crazy because like alcohol is hitting your system. You got a fast immune system. So
metabolism.
Metabolism. Yeah, not immune system. I'm stupid. I'm fucking retarded. No, but yeah, man, you started getting crazy. Fucking when we started playing airsoft, fucking Bassford and you were on the team, and it was me and Christian. We started over at Granny's house, and then like there's like the cul-de-sac, the big old cul-de-sac, one house on the very end of the cul-de-sac. As soon as you drive down, you can see it, and then my grandma's was on like the other side. We were freaking. Me and Christian were on Granny's house. Basically, y'all were over there. We came towards y'all. Y'all started coming at us. I remember you holding the single shot airsoft gun, going just freaking acting like you were firing it at us, and freaking Bassford was shooting at us. I think we hit you multiple times, and then Bassford multiple times, and y'all were just kept going. And then Bassford and you, like I think a little bit more about like how you got into the house, but
oh no, Bassford, we were on the same team, but then he started using me as a hostage, and he took me in the house and threw me in the back room and locked the door with all the lights out, and I was just sitting back there with my airsoft gun in hand, just sitting in the corner of this dark room, and all I hear is, because Bassford, he was like, stay right fucking there. And then he closed the door, and he walks in the house, and then it's completely fucking silent. Silence. Not a fucking noise. And then, all of a sudden, it's like World War fucking 3 started. I heard, bang! Just fucking insane. Yeah. And Bassford screaming. Fucking y'all bang. I guess y'all came in from both sides, front door and back door.
So, like, I know where the story ends, or starts going from here. So me and Christian were running up to the house. It was Jack was also there. I remember now. Jack was there, too.
I don't remember Jack being there.
I remember Jack being there because me and him were at the back door trying to get in the back door, and we were hearing all of that going on.
See, my reason for not remembering Jack was there because I do not remember meeting Jack and Jeremy until later in my high school career. I did not I knew of them because y'all hung out with them, but yeah. I hadn't met them until later. Like I didn't like.
Then it probably wouldn't have been. It was someone else was there because I remember someone at the back door with me because I was sitting there. I had the fucking M14 freaking rifle that was like single shot. You basically had to cock it back every time, and I was standing at the back door useless because he locked the back door, and that's the only door you can't break open. So freaking. Christian went in the front, and he was just fucking lighting him up with his automatic M4, and fucking, it was going everywhere. Bullets ricocheting everywhere.
That's how the coffee mug. That's how the coffee pot.
Yeah,
broke.
I was getting to that. I was getting to that. No, but like after all that night, we got Minnie out of that back room and all that crap. We kept playing airsoft and drinking. But the next morning, when we woke up, there was half a coffee pot because it automatic. Someone put it on automatic brew. I think it was Christian.
Probably Christian.
And when he woke up, the coffee was all over the counter, and half a coffee pot was there because it just kept brewing and overfilling out of that little BB hole. It luckily didn't go through the other side, but it was just that one side. We were like, "Fuck it, we got to throw it away." Valerie was living there at the time, so she fucking yelled at us all. Fucking my mom was like, "What the fuck are y'all doing to that house?" And we were like, "Tearing this bitch to the ground." Like,
Hey, we're a bunch of you know. I mean, we broke the bathroom door at Granny's house 3 times, and then
my
your door we broke that like 5 times. We fixed it, then broke it, then fixed it, then broke it, then fixed it, then broke it. And by the time we fixed it, like the last time, it was literally just one piece of one side of the door was the only thing really that was left.
yeah, what's it called? Even the shower. Me and everyone trying to get in there, we broke the middle of it, and then right behind the toilet there was all those the wood and stuff was all cracked over because it overflowed and shit. It was fucked. It was fucked. We were bad. We should have took care of all that shit. We should have fixed it, but you know.
Oh yeah, I just came over.
Yeah, it was me. I should have fixed it.
I just came over and had a good time.
I was bad, but yeah, that was my one that I wanted to get out first. That was the kind of it.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. That's a good one to start with because that's like like early high school like memory because that's like one of the first times that I actually like came over and hung out at at your house. Houses, rich boy.
My family all just live close, you know. They all trailer park.
But no, I mean I have a couple in mind. I think I'm gonna go a little later, and this is like a little bit after high school, but this was when I'm pretty sure we were all living at Granny's at the time. This was when me, you, and Christian, and even Shane was living there because Shane was living there for a time too.
Yeah.
We were all living there, and Shane had just got back from Detroit because he went to Detroit because they
shipped him to Michigan,
and then he came back, and we were all hanging out, and I got like 2 cases of beer, some paraphernalia, some good old fashioned pot, and we were chilling, smoking, having a good time, drinking. Shane, it was like a welcome back party for Shane, having a good time.
Even though he should have been with his old lady.
Anyways, having a good time, and we were, sitting down, we were passing around the, Bluntsky. We were just passing it around, having a good time, smoking, and then I'm sitting in the stool, basically the bar area of the house, and I look left, and Christian's sitting there, and I look right because I just passed the blunt to my right, and everyone's gone. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. I buy all this stuff. Plus, I was pretty hammered at this point in time.
Yeah.
Because I was the main one who was drinking all the beer that I bought. And once again, I bought everything for this party. I bought everything.
Yeah.
Everything for this. And I look to my right, and everyone's gone. The blunt's gone too. So I was like, what the fuck? So I walk back to where Damien's room is, and I start knocking on the door, and I just hear giggling like little fucking schoolgirls.
And so behind that door was Shane and Chase. They were both sitting on the bed, and they were hitting the blunt and everything. And I was like holding the door so you couldn't get in, and fucking like once you were starting knocking and stuff, pushing on the door, I was like, ah, shit. And then you fucking
Yeah, no. So basically, I walked up to the door and I started banging on the door. I was like, "Yo, motherfuckers!" I was a little angry because I was like, "I spent all this money on this shit. Y'all gonna fucking steal it from me." I was a little hammered, and this was like right after. Because I had planned to go to the Marine Corps, a bunch of stuff happened, ended up not going. But I worked out for like 2 years straight. I was fucking shredded, and
I was football.
and Damien, this like 300-pound boy, is standing behind the door, and I'm 350-pound boy is standing behind the door.
I'm a bobcat. Skid
And-
steer.
I'm banging on this door, and I'm like, y'all better open this fucking door, I'm gonna break it down. And then I just kept hearing giggling, so I was like, fuck this shit. So I took my shoulder and I started bang, just banging on the door. Boom, boom. And then the door comes off its hinges, and I just start pushing the door forward. And
not even the door, like the fucking piece it's like a little particle door or whatever. So like it was just that edge that came out of the fucking door, but like that whole door came and then like it just caved in on that one side. But
and I started pushing this door, and as I'm pushing it, I look to the left and I see Shane and Chase sitting on the bed. I didn't see the blunt because this all happened super fast. But I look to
I grabbed it.
I look to my left and I see Shane and Chase sitting on the bed, and I just see their faces, jaw like open to the fucking floor, like looking surprised as hell. And I was like, "What the fuck?" And you were behind the fucking door.
I was
pushing.
No, I was gone.
No,
wait.
you were pushing. You were trying to push against the door to keep me from getting in there.
Yeah.
But I was pushing you back, and then you put the door down, slipped by me, so I start chasing after your ass.
No, we were pushing on that door, and like you started like going into the room, and like I leaned it up against the wall and like darted out, and like you were all like, where is he? And I fucking was running. I ran straight out of that fucking.
I chased you out the house. I saw you leave the room, and I saw you go down the hallway, and then I started chasing you down the hallway.
Yeah,
and then
but I was already outside, and
yeah, no, you ran.
I was in that room. The sliding glass door was. I went in the room and I was standing right here at the very back wall. And you, when you
yeah, no, I ran out the door and I thought you went to the left down the fucking porch.
And I saw you take off.
I started running down the porch and I was like,
still hitting the blunt.
I was like, where the fuck does this motherfucker go?
I'm still hitting the blunt.
And then I look left, I look right, and I don't see you. I was like, this motherfucker doesn't run that fast. So I turn around and I see you I see your ass going back into the screen fucking door, and I'm like, this motherfucker. So I start running back up the fucking porch, and I turn to go through the fucking screen door, and then Shane fucking puts a screwdriver in the fucking.
No, he doesn't get a screw in there yet.
No. He put the first thing they did was they put something in the door, and then Shane was also holding it. Shane was holding the door, and they put something in the door, and I was just fucking. I was fucking pulling on that door, and Shane was like, "What the fuck is this guy?" Because I was breaking the fucking screw he put in it, and I was pulling it back on him. And Shane isn't a small boy. Shane's a big fucking dude, and he worked out a lot. And I was pulling this fucking door, and then I remember someone was like. I think Granny said something, and like she was like, "Don't break the fucking screen door on this damn house," yada yada yada. And so then they let me in, and I ran back to your room where you went back to, and fucking someone, I think Chase was sitting on the bed still, and I walk over, and you're sitting on the floor with a blanket over your head in the corner of the bed.
Yeah.
And I take the blanket off your head, and I've never seen you more scared in my entire life.
I was like holding the roach to you. I was like, here you go.
You held the rest of the blunt up to me like here, and I was like, I wanted to beat your ass, but you look like a fucking puppy dog, and I was like, oh.
I just tore up all your cushions on the couch, peed all over the floor, ripped up your new packages.
I was like, you little fucking shit.
It was like, please don't hurt me.
You motherfucker. Stole my fucking blunt, ran the fuck away, and the entire time you were finishing the blunt, and I only got to smoke a couple hits of that bitch, and I was not.
How many more did we roll? How many more?
Not that many, because we passed the fuck out later on that night.
But the next night, and the next night, and the next night.
Yeah, and I supplied all of it.
Well,
I never got my recompense.
Sorry. That's why I'm your bitch.
But that was a little later in like I was like a little bit after high school. There's a couple of stories where we went to high school. We did some stupid shit at high school. I don't even know if we can. I don't know if we could say those things on here. We might, but I know you probably have a story.
Wow. I got one. This is a story. This one is in high school.
This is a story all about how my life got flipped turned upside down. No, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was in Philly. No. This is a night that me and Christian first hung out. I wanted to bring this one up because I hope he still remembers this night because this night was amazing.
Oh, this is the first night y'all fucked?
Yeah. Yeah, with his little chino pump. Yeah, no, but fucking Christian, he like I saw him at school and everything. We talked and everything, but it was homecoming night, and I think it was, I want to say it was freshman year, or yeah, it was definitely freshman year, because he was on the football team with me and everything like that, and he fucking was like, yeah, let's hang out, you know, homecoming, everything, and he was just gonna chill with me and the girl I was supposed to be with. And the girl that I was supposed to be with, she hooked up with another kid named Damien and was texting me and him, and she thought he had two phones. And so she completely forgot she was texting me, and like, I'm telling you, like, she was sending me shit and everything. And yeah, it was a fucked situation. So me and Christian, since now I'm a single guy and I have this brand new garter that I got for this, or mum, not a garter. I had a mum because I didn't have one for myself.
Everyone has a mum.
Yeah, but like the garters for the guy, and then mums are for the girls. But I had a mum and a garter. So Christian wore the garter and I just wore the mum, and we walked around like that. And then we had a coin, and he knows how to flip a coin and make it land on. He can not always, because it didn't happen every night, every time. But he could flip the coin and it'd land on heads, and we were like, heads you kiss me, tails you don't. 50-50 chance. And like we would go around to all the girls that just look like they were by themselves, ask them if they want to. They go, yeah. And we kept doing it, all the way around the whole football field. Went on the other side, asked girls from a different school, shit like that. And I kept doing it. Like, girls would kiss me. And Christian, he was like, nah, man. Like, at first, he was like, let me get some, but let me get someone, like, one I want and everything. And then he started doing it. He got a couple, and then a couple of them didn't want to and all this stuff. And we came over to another girl named Allie that was one of my exes. And she was supposed to be there with another guy named Emmanuel. And fucking... she was a little fucked up. She apparently took some drugs.
Some paraphernalia.
And she was kind of loopy. Well, we asked her to play the game. She was like, cool. We didn't know that she was... we thought she was just, you know, fucking drunk or something, like. And she fucking... like, it was like, yeah, let's go ahead and everything. So we played the game. And then everyone kept talking and everything. I got the kiss, finally. Fucking, she played it again with Christian, and it landed on heads, and someone like grabbed her, and Christian like pulled her back, like kissed her, and like her eyes like rolled in her head, bro. Like she was like, oh my god, like I don't know, like it looked like she was enjoying it. And but Christian kissed her, and then like the rest of the time, like she was on his hip, like kissing on him and everything. And they did a few more times. Like, she was just like, you kiss really good. Like, and Christian was like, hell yeah. Like, fuck yeah. And then later on that night, we were trying to get a ride home. My mom was like, I can come get you and everything. And my mom was like, I really can't take Christian home, but he can come home, stay the night at my house. It's weekend, all that stuff. And his mom was like, yeah, I'll come and drop off a bag of clothes off for him and everything. And I'll just come to y'all. And he came to my house, hang out, and then that whole night we just like got fucked up, played airsoft, drinking.
Makes sense.
It was a good time.
Hell yeah.
Really
yeah, no,
good.
I do have something to say. Just for future reference, I know you already said it, but let's try and not dox people. Like Christian, fine, but like the random girl, let's try and different name. Let's just call her something else.
Joe.
Yeah, I'm just like just for because that's usually how it goes when I mean, I'm not a professional at this, but whenever I listen to other podcasts, they usually don't say the actual name of the people they're talking about. Usually, just for I don't know the exact reason, but let's just do that. I do have a story that is related to that. This was later, another homecoming. I think it was sophomore and junior year, but we both know this girl. I'm just gonna say Demi Lovato. That's just you know who I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about. Okay, I know.
But
I'll start using that.
Yeah, like you know who I'm talking about. But he was playing the same game. He was flip coin, and so he walks up to Demi Lovato, and obviously, guys, not the real Demi Lovato. Obviously, he wasn't at our homecoming. But walks up to this girl. And flips the coin, lands on it. It's so embarrassing for Christian, but it's so fucking funny for me because lands on heads, and then he just fucking goes for it, and he trips, like she dodges, and he trips up the fucking bleachers and almost falls on his face, and then he just I think he exactly ran away, but he kind of sulked away oh fuck, that was so embarrassing for him, and it was so fucking funny because landed on heads, and he just went for it, and she was like, "No, I'm not having this shit."
I do not accept the terms.
But yeah, no, that was a funny, weird game that y'all played. I mean, at those homecomings, I remember one homecoming I went to. It was one of the ones that was fucking. No, I don't think this was homecoming. I think this was just a football game. It was pouring. It was super cold, and it was pouring down fucking rain.
Yeah.
And all I had was a hoodie on, and I was just sitting there. And this was when I knew, all the girls that I knew. And I was just sitting there, and one of the girls that was sitting next to me, she was super fucking cold. And then she I forget exactly, she touched my arm or something like this. She's like, "You're so fucking warm." And then she put her hand down my shirt, and I was like, "Oh my God, you're so warm." And then all the people around me start just putting their hands up my shirt and on my body, "Oh my God, you're so," and they just started using me as heat. And I was like, I was like, what is happening right now?
Yeah.
I feel violated.
I was standing on the sideline that game. I was standing there watching, getting drenched in rain. The all around me are familiar faces. It was playing in my head.
Maybe if you just played better, you'd actually see some time.
Yeah, I can't read, so
you couldn't get the plays down.
Yeah, I can't. You tell me to step right, and I'm like, why do I
You have to look at your fingers first.
No. Look, I'll be like, step right, step right, step right, and then they'd be like, set hut, and I'd be like, step left. It fucking happened every time, bro. I would run into the people we were playing with, man. They fucking hated me. But I was a good scout team because all I had to do was hit you.
I remember when you broke Sean's arm.
Hey, coach, that coach said, "Pancake him," and he was getting up, and I was like, but I just went for it. Okay, I'm sorry. To Sean, I apologize. I know I apologize 100 times.
Every time I hear that story, it makes me laugh.
But he heard him. He said, "Pancake him," and then I fucking jumped. And then
you pancaked him,
and then coach was like, "Get up,
get up!" And Sean was like, "I can't."
It's fucking rip. And he walks over there, and he was like, "Oh." Medic for the fucking that shit was crazy. I remember when he broke his knee.
Yeah.
Because I was in the locker room. He pulled up the weight and he was doing a power clean, and he pulled it up and the weight fell off the side, and the other one had the weight still on it, clip on there,
hit him in his,
and it just and knee sideways, dude, knee sideways, bro. That
he screamed in pain.
Oh yeah. It was brutal.
You just heard across the weight room just a scream of complete agony.
It was like hockey, and like I was just like, oh shit. Like I felt it because I was on the complete other side, and like I saw like the weight all like the bar go because I was spotting someone and I was facing his way, and I saw him over there, and he was like facing me, and then it just. And I was like,
Oh,
like,
shit.
you know, but I was like diagonal, so I was like, no.
At least I didn't do it this time.
No, I never did that. The
No,
only thing,
but you broke his arm. Like that's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
yeah,
at least
yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't. At least I didn't break
well, no,
something this time.
that was way before.
That was before, yeah.
because I broke his arm.
After
and
he
that
broke
ended
his arm,
career.
yeah, that's when he stopped. He was like, "I'm done playing football because I'm tired of getting injured."
Yeah. I broke my thumb and then I got back in.
Yeah, no, I've never broken a bone on my body. Dislocated a couple things. Oh, okay, that's a lie. I broke both my toes. I broke both my pinky toes, one right after the other. That was senior year.
We should tell about the creek.
That was senior. Yeah, it was the crick. It was senior year of high
Creek.
school. We called it the crick.
It's not the creek.
No, we when we were in high school, that's what we called it. We said we're gonna go to the crick because there's a creek, which is the regular creek, but this creek was special, so we called it the crick.
The creek. Okay.
Go to the crick.
The creek.
Yes, that's the hick way to say creek.
Okay.
But so we go to the creek, and we'd swim and stuff, and it was actually in this one guy's back. It was literally just in his backyard, but he said it was cool if we hung out and swam there as
Yeah.
long as we didn't trash the place and yada yada yada. We didn't get up to nothing like too bad, but we were swimming, hanging around, and then one day we decided to walk like up underneath the bridge because there was like a bridge to the road just right there.
Mm-hmm.
So we started walking up that, and there was like kind of rocky, like jagged pieces sticking out every now and again. But as long as you like watch where you were walking, then you're usually fine. But we were usually drinking when we were at the creek.
Yeah.
So one day we were walking that way, and I kicked the fuck out of one of the rocks that was just sticking out of the ground, and I'm like, fuck, that fucking hurt. And I would keep walking, no issue. Get home that night, take off my shoes and socks, and I look at my toe and it's completely fucking sideways, and I'm like, what the fuck? That's not normal. And yeah, my toe was swollen and red and broken and sideways. Both my toes are still like they face inward now.
Damn. You did the same thing for the other one, right?
But yeah, and then the very next day, I think that rock had it out for me because I'm pretty sure it was the same fucking rock, except this time it was my left foot, and I kicked the fuck out of it, and I was like, well, there's a second broken, and it's both my pinky toes. I stubbed both my pinky toes, broke them on the rock. Luckily, I was drunk because if I wasn't, I would have been crying like a little bitch because stubbing your pinky toe, I mean, just on a table, you stub it, that shit hurts.
Yeah.
Breaking that shit. It still hurt, but...
Fucking, I got another one. This is, the Halloween party.
That was a good time. That was a good
That was a good
party.
The
That was a very good
Bassford, our buddy Bassford, he threw that Halloween party. I can't remember what year. That was junior year. It had to have been junior year.
No, sophomore year because Christian was there. Because
Christian
left in between sophomore year. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so it was sophomore year. It was definitely
in between. Yeah, he left the summer in between sophomore and junior year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was sophomore year.
So yeah, Christian was with Sprinkles, but me and Christian, we went to this Walmart and we got we did like a lumberjack.
Lumberjig.
Lumberjig, yeah. We did kind of do a lumberjig, We had a little music and everything. No, but we both had like red and black flannels and freaking black hats and jeans and boots and all that stuff. We were like decking it up, and he had abs and I didn't, so we drew my abs on, kind of like Neighbors the movie, or I think that's what it's called. Freaking yeah, we got to the party with you, and you like did the kind of like the same, but you were a hobo.
No, I didn't have money for a costume, and my parents, they didn't, they usually when we did Halloween, we made our own costumes. We did cheap Halloween.
Right.
So I just, I was like, I have some old clothes. I'm just gonna use these and I'm gonna be a hobo stripper, and that's what I was. I was a hobo stripper.
Yeah, me and
Strip
Christian.
for money. What?
Me and Christian at Granny's house were literally like practicing what we did, our dance and everything, and we did it to the song Pony, and we fucking got it, and then you were there too, and then
Y'all sent me a video of the dance and I learned it. And
yeah, and we literally like did that all in front of them. That was really funny.
Yeah,
then-
y'all ripped my fucking. Like
I wasn't gonna get there.
I had a change of clothes for after the party.
Yeah.
And y'all just decided to pick me up and rip my fucking pants off, and it hurt because
Yeah.
I was wearing like sweatpants.
Yeah.
And y'all ripped everything off perfectly, but that middle seam, and y'all picked me up, and I was in the air, and that middle seam was just digging into a place you'd not want it to be digging in.
Right.
And I was like, oh, but please, just rip it off,
Yeah.
begging for mercy.
We did that whole rendition. That was humorous. And we played something else later on. I can't remember what it was.
We did bobbing for apples, and I'm pretty sure there was like pin the tail on those, something like that. We did beer pong as well.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of shit we did that night.
Yeah, lots of punch, lots of different weird shots. Like fucking Bastard's family, they had all the weird fancy cream liqueurs and stuff like that.
There was a bunch of alcohol
Yeah.
there.
I remember Sprinkles was in a G.I. Joe freaking outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
She got sick, and
Yeah.
then Bassford and Brandon were trying to stay in the room with her.
Yeah.
And Christian was like, "Get the fuck out of the room."
That was his girl. He was like, "Bro, back up,
Get the
bro."
fuck out of here! Like, what the fuck are y'all trying to do?
Then didn't we find a Corona bottle in the fucking
In the Woody
in the
doll.
Woody doll because they had it was like 4 foot tall freaking
It was-
Woody Wolf.
Yeah, basically it was like a giant Woody doll.
Yeah.
And the whole thing was, everyone says there was a zipper on it. There was no zipper on that thing. I do not know how he got a beer bottle inside of that Woody. Do not know how that happened.
Well, he has a pull string. That's what I thought. He had the zipper on the back, bro.
He did not, because I remember we were looking at it, and we felt the Woody, and we felt that there was a
Yeah.
beer bottle in there, and then we were trying to get it out, but there was no way to get it out because we didn't know how it got in. We were so confused. That was
I
the
slept
ni-
on the trampoline outside. That
was the night that I faced. You remember? I face planted on. I scorpioned on the
Yeah.
trampoline, and my face
Dude.
got like all
Yeah.
fucked up.
all the Bastard's sisters, friends, and all them stuff were all crazy, bro.
I was bobbing for apples, and y'all were like, we got you, and y'all lifted my legs up and put me in there,
Yeah.
and then y'all held me. Y'all were trying to drown me.
We were trying to drive. We were just trying to get you a little water.
I had an apple, and I was like, pull.
And you can't. Your hands were on the side of the
Yeah,
thing.
I was
You
like,
couldn't
I
wave
was
down.
like, please, I don't want to die like this, Bob. This is not a way that I want to die, bobbing for fucking apples. Come on now. And then y'all pulled me up, and I was like, oh, y'all are fucking assholes.
That was a crazy night.
That was a very fun night.
Yeah. What do you got?
That was a very fun. I'm sorry. I was still thinking about
Nostalgia.
I was still thinking about the Halloween party. That was a good fucking night. Cody's party. This was senior year. I'm pretty sure the night we had the moonshine, and yeah. That was Christian was there for that one. But
I carried both of y'all in the car and got y'all home.
I don't remember none of that. I remember waking up next to Whataburger. I remember that.
And I was like, "Hey, buddy, I'm getting you Whataburger," and you were like, Just went back to sleep, bro. Christian was luckily awake. Christian was awake because he woke up when all the lights got him. Like we were sitting in that parking lot, it was bright as hell, and it was my decision to go to Whataburger. I was like, I'm fucking hungry. I don't give a fuck if they want Whataburger. I'm gonna get them something, but I don't give a fuck if they want Whataburger. And I pulled up, and the people in there were like, "Drive safe," and I was like, I'm the only one to
They knew he was fucked up.
Yeah, they knew I was fucked, bro. It was like 2 in the morning and I'm ordering burgers and shit because I was like, I want a fucking patty melt.
And plus, they probably see me in the back, pass the fuck out, and Christian in the passenger seat looking fucked.
Yeah.
Plus Christian,
Plus
Christian looked laid in an ant pile.
Oh yeah, he was fucking dirty, bro. I forgot about that.
He laid in an ant pile, got ate up by fucking ants.
No, but Cody's party, bro. I met up with a guy. I won't say his name, but we met up. I met with a guy that I did back in like I want to say sixth grade because I was at the intermediate this school like right over here, and what's it called? Me and him were like doing this black cat magic whatever, and he was in dance class, so he could do like he could stand up with his heels or whatever, make it look like he's just like levitates up real quick. He was really good at that, and so we did like this little prank, and everyone was pissed off or whatever and everything, and then he left the school. And like everyone was like, "You fucking killed him," and like people were mad at me about it. But then I saw him at Cody's party, and I was like, "Oh my god, what are you doing?" And then I found out he was gay, and like the whole time he was like, "Yeah, feeling on me." I was like, and I didn't realize because I was just drinking and I was just hanging out with him, and I was like, "Bro,
he was just being real buddy."
No. And then Cody was like, "Dude, are you gonna fuck Raiden?" And I was like, I don't think so. I was just here having fun.
That wasn't the plan.
Yeah. And then I remember when it was time for us to go. Like I think you said you needed to throw up, and I was like, okay, go in the house and throw up. And you went inside, and they were like making shots.
I remember this part.
Okay.
I said I need to go inside and throw up because
I was looking for Christian.
I felt like I was gonna throw up. I went in and I went to the bathroom and I saw Cody was already throwing up in the toilet, and I don't know why, but that soaked me up real. Like I wouldn't say it soaked me up; it made me not want to throw up anymore.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there and I was looking at him, and then he got done throwing up and he stood up, and I was like, and he was like, "Hey, bro, what's up? You want to do some shots?" And I was like, "Yeah." And so we go in and he starts pouring us shots, and then I'm pretty sure you walk in because you were looking for me because you found Christian. And
not yet, because like I went off and I found. There was someone that was still awake, and they found the moonshine, and so I took a drink of the moonshine, and I'm still looking for Christian too, and so I get drink the moonshine. I go looking for Christian. I find Christian in the front yard.
He's laying down on the ant pile.
No, I find him in the front yard, and he's like laying down just in the front yard. He's not to the ant pile yet. He fucking. I was like, "Come on, dude, let's get you to the car," and like he was like. Okay. And like I walked him all the way to over there, and then like I was like, "Hey, dude, there's the ditch right here. It's starting to get dipped down in there. It's dry and everything like that." And he was like, "All right." So we started walking, and then there was an ant pile in the ditch, and we walked up to Granny's back front seat, and I opened the door. And when I opened the door, I like let go of him for a second because he was holding on to the car. But I opened the door, and he just rolls back right onto the ant pile, and then like was just laying there. And I was like, you know what? And I didn't see the ant pile, so I didn't know of the ant
I'm just
pile.
gonna let him stay there.
And I was like, just stay here until I go get Minnie. And that's when I walked in to go grab you.
And you saw me and
I
Cody
was
doing
like,
shots.
I was like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, I just told you. You said you had to throw up, and now you're drinking more, and you're like, I didn't throw up. Cody was throwing up. I didn't want to throw up, so I wanted shots. And then Cody's mom came out, and she was like, "Are y'all okay to drive?" And I was like, "Ma'am, I'm the soberest one here, next to you," because Cody's mom was.
Yeah, no. The moonshine is what fucked me up because whenever
that was
the guy,
like the closest to 200 proof
whenever it was terrible. That was terrible moonshine. That moonshine was
but that was
terrible.
supposed to like
it was
be
the
like,
worst made moonshine ever. Sorry to whoever made that, but it was.
That shit was good.
No, it tasted like pure alcohol. That's not what moonshine's supposed to taste like.
Well, yeah. See, I'm not from North Carolina.
Moonshine is supposed to taste fucking delicious. Moonshine is something you drink, and you drink it, and you're like, okay, get this shit away from me because I'm gonna kill myself on this. Because like the apple pie moonshine that I've tried, like actual moonshine, apple pie. You fucking take a sip of that shit, and it
You're
literally
like,
you
pie.
imagine yourself cutting into a slice of apple pie and taking a bite of it, and it's
Yeah.
just it warms up your entire. It's so fucking good. And
Yeah.
and if you are a drinker, you're like, get this away from me because this is like 180 proof, but it tastes like heaven. So
Yeah.
get it the fuck away from me. But that moonshine was terrible. But we were all sitting like in like a semicircle in the driveway. Like, and that's when he brought out the moonshine. We were passing it around the circle, and first guy took a sip of the moonshine, passed it on. Then the next guy, we were all boys, men here,
Yeah.
and so every single time it got passed, the next person was like, "I'm gonna one up this fucker." So took a bigger gulp, took a bigger gulp, took a bigger gulp, as it kept going down, people kept taking bigger and bigger gulps, and it was, I'm pretty sure it was like Christian, you, then me, or it was like you, Christian, then me. It was like in some order like that. So you if I think it was actually you next to me, you took like fucking 2 giant fucking gulps and passed it to me, and I looked at it and I looked at everybody and I was like, I ain't no bitch, and I went gluck 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 gluck,
Yeah.
and everybody was like, no, stop. And then I as soon as I stopped, I was like, that's the 200 proof. And that's what fucked me. That fucked up, because after that I was fucked. I mean, I was fucked up that night.
Yeah.
I was told by y'all the next morning that because that morning, I think it was later on that afternoon, we went and we were going to do something, and I walked out and there's there was Stow Up sitting right beside the passenger, not the passenger door, but the backseat
Yeah.
passenger side, and y'all told me that, as soon as we got home, you went like, come on, Minnie, like, let's go inside. And I just like look out the car and go,
Yeah.
throw up right on the ground.
I can only imagine, because every time I'm like drunk and I feel like I'm about to throw up going down that road back to Granny's house, it's because that road is so fucking bumpy. So it's just like.
See, I have no problem throwing up when I'm drunk and I don't remember it, because I
Right.
don't remember it. I don't remember throwing up that night, so I'm all good. If I remember throwing up, that's the bad part.
Right.
I don't remember doing that. I don't remember throwing up, so I had a great fucking night.
I remember that whole night.
That was a great night.
That was.
I remember like bits and pieces of that night.
There was point in time where I was so tired and I was trying to drink my drink to wake me up. I was just like, fuck, I should not be doing this. And
I'm pretty sure that was the party that I got in my underwear and I jumped in the pool.
yeah, because there was a pool there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fucking cold.
Yeah, I didn't feel it. I was drunk.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck are y'all doing in the pool? I went to the fucking shed and was pumping weights with fucking.
Well, it would, because me and
Braden were pumping weights together.
me and this other guy, we were trying to talk to these like 3 girls. We were like, if we jump in the pool, will you all jump in the pool? And they were like, yeah.
Aaron
And they were fucking lying to us. No, and no, it wasn't. No, it was 3 different girls. It was
Yeah.
yeah,
girl.
but it was 3 different girls, but I know their names. I just don't want to
Yeah.
dox them. But it was 3 different girls.
Trouble with that.
It was 3 different girls, and we were like, and me and this guy, we were like, look, so me and him we jumped in the pool, and they were like, come on, y'all's turn. Like, they were like, we're not getting in the fucking pool, and me and him just looked at each other like, now this just seems gay.
Right?
2 guys in our underwear in the pool, and yeah, no, it was fucked. But I remember that night, me and Cody, we were in the kitchen, we were doing shots together and shit, and fucking, who walks in the kitchen, they're like, we have a birthday present for you, Cody, we're gonna flash you. And I was standing there, I was like, I'm not leaving this fucking kitchen. I was like, I'm staying right the fuck here.
Don't mind me. I'm over here taking my shot.
And they told me to close my eyes. I was like, huh? And then they were like, they were like, we're not gonna do it until you close your eyes. And I was like, what the fuck? And then Cody looked at me and was like, bro, do it for me. It's my party. Do it for the homie. And I was like, okay. So I closed my eyes and I'm like, no, hands over the eyes. We don't want. And I was like, okay. So I put my hands. I didn't see anything. And then later on that night, Cody's girlfriend was like, but Cody's girlfriend was one of the people that were there. It's just her and the other girl both flashed Cody, and then she got all upset about it. But
Yeah.
that's That's her.
That was eventful. Me and him were pumping. Me and Cody were pumping iron at that time because when she came in, it was like y'all both came in and said it was a gift for you.
Y'all, they both agreed to do it. They both came in and both of them did it. And then she had a problem with
sober decisions and drunk decisions were two different decisions. Like, I did not agree, bitch. We did agree.
but that shed in the back that he had was pretty fucking cool, though.
Yeah, it was.
That
I wish we were. I was trying to watch some TV and shit, and that shit didn't. They didn't have anything on.
Yeah. But it was very cool. That was a really fucking fun party. I mean, I don't remember. Like, I only remember. I remember. I just remember something. When me and Christian were slapboxing the front yard.
Oh yeah.
We were slapboxing the front yard, and everybody was like watching us slapbox. And then Cody's dad, he thought we were actually like fighting, and he came up and he like fucking pushed us apart and like got it all on our faces, was yelling at us and shit. And then we explained it to him like, no, we weren't actually fighting. It was like we're like brothers. We're just we're fucking around slapboxing. We're not actually mad at you. And we explained the situation. He was like, oh, okay, that's all good. He's like, just don't do it in the front yard because you know how that looks.
Yeah.
Like if someone passes by and they see this, they're gonna, there's a bunch of. And so he was like, just go to the backyard. So then we take it to the backyard, start slapboxing in the backyard, and then Cody's mom comes out and she's like, what the fuck are y'all doing? And then gets all upset at us again. And we were like, oh, how? And we tried to explain to her that, the dad just said yada, yada, yada. And we were like, let's just not anymore. This is not a good idea. Because we just got yelled at by the dad. And I guess the dad didn't explain to the wife that this was going on. So it was a whole fuck situation. But yeah, I don't know. That was a very
eventful night.
Very good night. Chase's graduation party was a good night up until the very end.
They were supposed to be there so much earlier. We were sitting in that fucking car in Walmart parking lot.
Rapping.
Dude, I think I have some of the audio. Can I play some of the audio?
No.
No?
No. We can like make YouTube shorts out of it or something like that. But we have to ask Sean first.
Okay.
Though.
But there was those freaking freestyles and everything. We'll have to listen to those. Hopefully if y'all give us 100 likes on this video.
100 likes.
50 likes?
Like 5.
5?
We don't get like any likes on any of our videos. Dude.
Well, if we can get a total,
we
of
get views,
5
but we don't get likes because nobody.
If I can get 5 likes on this video, guys, just 5 whole likes, I'll personally get Sean and ask him about this and see which video we can post. Because I got a bunch of them. There was a bunch of freestyle videos on my Snapchat story. So
that was a really fun part of the night. I was just sitting in the Walmart fucking parking lot waiting for him to let us know when we can come by, and just sitting there, just fucking playing music, just fucking freestyling and making fun of each other and doing crazy. Yeah, that was a good part of the night,
dude. What about me and you slapboxing that night? That night, I learned something about you that I should have already known. I should have already known. But you were born with battle hardening or whatever. So every time you get in a battle, like you were just anything, you just gained like scales. Like you're just a dragon. Like you could just block anything, like or take anything. You just don't take damage, okay? All right, like I'm telling you, like we were slapboxing, we were going back and forth, and like when I got to the point where I was like, all right, I want this guy to stop. I like swung one time and I was like, that should have knocked him out, and it didn't do it. And then I swung again and I was like, it didn't get him down. And then I swung really fucking hard, and then you fucking went sideways. I swear to God, you went sideways in air like a cartoon, and then you fell straight down and hit the floor. And like
we were in the kitchen too.
Yeah, there was tile. Yeah, you hit the floor, and everyone was like, "Ooh!" Like CD skip, like, and like fucking everyone was like, "Ooh!"
I'm like, Minnie, are you okay, Minnie?
And you pop up, and you're like, "Let's keep going."
And then you were like, "Yeah, no, I'm done."
No, I'm done. No, I learned not to. But
because you may knock me down 100 times, but all 100 times I'm gonna get back the fuck up.
Dynamite comes in small packages, man.
I'll keep fucking going. I can take some fucking damage, dude. I can take some damage. I might not win the battle, but I'll win the fucking war.
Yeah. if I ever needed like an invulnerable or
if you ever needed a human shield, you just pick me up. That's fucked up.
You won't take any damage. You'll just be like, ow.
That's fucked up. I can still take damage. I just don't feel the damage. Okay, I
All right.
probably got a
You're not-
concussion. I probably got a concussion that night, but I didn't feel the pain.
Yeah. Did you? But I remember because Chase was getting really drunk, and was getting out. I think he had alcohol poisoning because he just didn't.
See, I heard a different story of why he was like that, but
Yeah, what I heard is he didn't eat all day, he didn't drink all day, and he was standing up and all that outside, inside. You know,
see, I heard he smoked some weed that was laced with some shit. Like he.
That's what everyone was saying at first, that he smoked something laced, and then that's why I was like crying in the car thinking I left him because Shane was like, let's get the fuck out of here.
No, it wasn't Shane. It was Brian. Not Brian. It was Chase's older brother. He was
Mason was like, get the fuck out of here.
No,
but
Mason,
I was like,
Mason was like, y'all gotta go because we're gonna
Call the cops
We're gonna get
and-
the ambulance here, and we can't have y'all here because y'all.
Yeah.
So we left and went home, and the entire ride home you were crying, and we were all like, dude, he'll be fine, you're good, like he'll be
he's
okay.
gonna fucking die.
And you're like, I left him. It was like, you didn't leave him. We had to go, or he was gonna get in more trouble, and we were gonna get in fucking trouble. So it was better for all parties involved that we leave.
Right. And then I heard the sirens, and I was just like,
You were just crying like a little bitch.
yeah.
But I think this is a good point to wrap it up. It's we're running about an hour now. But I think this was a good episode. Reminisced on some old stories.
Made me feel youthful.
Yeah.
I'm still fucking
it was-
young.
It was a I liked this episode. It was fun. It was
Yeah.
good. Reminiscing on the past. Just sitting here reminiscing. But yeah, I feel like that was a good episode. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. Once again, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Make sure y'all,
Remember, 5 likes,
comments,
and I'll post those freestyles.
comment. Let us know what you think. Like, share. We're on Spotify. We're on YouTube. Either platform you want to watch us on. We are the Banter Bros. And I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Once again, I am Minnie.
I'm Damien.
And podcast out.